What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the final episode of the Xbox Road to Glory. That is right guys, I have come to the conclusion that I'm done with this account. I'll explain a little bit more in detail as to why after we open the packs that I've got in store. I'll take you guys through the club, show everything that's left, goals scored, etc, etc. Just to have one more final recap of the club and then spend 5 or 10 minutes just really explaining my decision making behind deciding to call it a day here. It wasn't easy, let me tell you that. It wasn't easy. But it was the right time to do it for many reasons, which we'll get into. However, before we get through that, I have already claimed my rewards. I did that by mistake. I've got 4 rare gold packs from marquee matchups, a 5th rare gold pack from my rewards, the mega pack from the rewards, team of the season player pack from the marquee matchups, and then finally our Elite 3 FUT champions pack. So of course we only finished 11-2 this weekend. I was just done with FUT champs. You know, we was 11-0 the previous weekend. So I'm actually 22-2 over the last 24 games. I'm doing really good. I'm guaranteed to get elite. Let's start with these packs though guys. Of course there are team of the season cards in packs which would be very nice to pack, but a couple nice players right there, not too bad. Romeo will get sent up to the transfer list, no problem at all. Next up, rare gold pack number 2. Just one team of the season would be nice out of these packs, maybe out of the mega pack as well would be quite nice. I did all this stuff off camera as well, by the way, guys. I actually started doing it on camera and doing the marquee matchups because Vitesse players are extinct right now. It literally took me about 18 minutes to just do the marquee matchups. Team of the season! It's Van Damme. Let's go. That's a good card, that is, man. Club 70 card. Not many of those around for centre-backs. Decent pace, good defending, great physical. A shadow card on Van Damme would be very, very nice. So we do get ourselves a team of the season card, guys. That is fantastic. Very nice indeed. 6'3", medium high, and Belgian. That's alright. I like that. Oh, high. Damn, not medium high. We get a team of the season though, dudes. Very nice indeed. 2 more rare gold packs to go. Can we get ourselves another blue? Not in this pack. I'm so happy with that, guys. As a way to end off the series. What a fantastic pack. I'll tell you one thing, actually. If I pack one of the Team of the Year strikers in my monthly rewards, which I probably won't, I will carry on playing on this account. But it's not happening, right? You know it, I know it. We could dream about it. We could, oh, if I do, I will. I won't, right? But you know, I'll say if I do, I will. Mega pack, here we go, bros. Can we get one more team of the season player? No, but a big flare. Not that the players or the coins or anything means anything to me anymore. We get Mario Götze, Joel Matip, Ruiz, Mane there. Not bad. Transferred Arnautovic as well. That's not a bad pack. A lot of big players there. Some fitness cards, position modifiers, and then a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not interested in. So the 2 big boy packs, guys. A team of the season player. This is untradeable from marquee matchups. It is a walkout. EA. Last day luck. Come on, last day luck. Give us someone to shout about. No flag. Mane? Kolasinac. Oh, man. I used my team of the season Kolasinac. I'm so glad I did now because he would have been a duplicate that I would have had to discard. So we get ourselves 88 rated walkout team of the season Kolasinac. And now, guys, this is it. I didn't even work hard for this month. 77 wins is all we went for. Elite 3. I've noticed that it's 84 rated is the minimum rating that you can get. I would just love a walkout. It's a walkout. EA. Something incredible to finish the series. What flag is it? English? Harry Kane? I told you we wouldn't get Team of the Year player, didn't I? 88 Harry Kane. There could still be some good cards in here. Nainggolan, Firmino, Salah, Willian. Oh, imagine that. I got a duplicate red card, dudes. I mean, that's just my luck in a nutshell this year, I think, on this account. Funnily enough, we've actually had and used the red Dario Serna as well. I used him in some SBCs. Harry Kane is tragic, right? No one cares about him. Salah's not a bad card. Don't need him. I've got Dries Mertens team of this season. Willian is a nice card. Not really interested. Not bad red cards. I'm going to have to discard Reed, which sucks. So that was my final rewards, my final FUT Champs rewards. I don't even think I'm qualified for this upcoming weekend league. Oh, I am qualified because I won the DKT. For those of you that didn't see as well, because I didn't even show it in videos, I literally forgot to record it. The daily knockout tournament, I won. The ones to watch card that I got was terrible. I got Sacco. So these are the rewards that we've earned over the last few weeks from the DKTs. Well, we bought Abate, but we earned Schneider, Sacco, and Bolo, and that's that. So let's talk a little bit. Let me go back and show you guys my club player stats. Let's just show you the player stats. The top dudes for goals. I want to talk a little bit about why I've decided to stop this here, and the bottom line is that I wasn't enjoying making the content because it wasn't progressive, and that's just the flat out truth. We've actually been in a stage over the last probably 2 months where it's been very difficult to progress my account because other than just grinding FUT Champs for hopeful rewards, there's no way to generate coins to improve my team, because to improve my team now, excuse me, I need like 1 million coins more. You know, if I want to go and buy Team of the Year Ronaldo, I need to... well, let's have a look how much Team of the Year Ronaldo is. I have 1.2 million coins, and then Ronaldo Team of the Year would cost me 2.7 million coins, and Ronaldo Team of the Season is 2.3 million coins. So, you know, I'm like 1 million coins away anyway from being able to upgrade my team in any like serious capacity, and even then 98 Eden Hazard is nothing to be sniffed at. Like, the dude has ridiculous stats. He's been probably my most profound player this year, just Hazard in general, and although he is worth 1 million coins himself, so I could sell him and then go and buy Ronaldo, I would then have to change Lukaku, which means I'd then have to change Dries Mertens, and I can't afford the Suarez, and I can't afford the Messi, and it just wasn't right to like change the team. And that being said, this team that I've built this team around players that I've loved throughout the year. Luka Modric I've loved, Dendonka, Eden Hazard, and Romelu Lukaku. Those are kind of like the 4 biggest players that have made an impact for me this year that are on this team. So what the idea to do was to build fun teams for DKT, but it's just not progressive. It's just not. There's no purpose to it. You know what I mean? Like, I won that DKT. I won Sacco. For what reason? It didn't help me. It didn't do anything for me. And I was finding it difficult to make entertaining content for you guys through this account because I wasn't enjoying playing on the account. It was a chore for me to come on the account. It was a chore for me to play the daily knockout tournament. And that's when I decided, that's when it like kind of clicked in my head that like I'm just done with this account. You know, when I logged on because I had to play the DKT, not because I wanted to play the DKT, I knew then that the content wasn't going to be at its best, and that is not okay. You know, that's not good enough for you guys. You deserve me enjoying the content that I'm making so that you're enjoying watching it. And this is, I mean, this is my final team. This is like, forget about the bench and the special cards that we've got, that we've had, that we've seen, that we've lost, that we've discarded. You know, I discarded that team in the knockout stage, Lacazette. Forget about all of that and just look at the team, the main team that we've got here. This is phenomenal. For a road to glory, if you would have said to me at the start of the road to glory, if you would have showed me this picture and said, this is what you'll have at the end of your road to glory, I would have laughed in your face. I'd have been like, there is no way on earth I would be able to generate enough coins to build that kind of team on a road to glory. Yet here we are. This is our team. This is what we've worked so hard to earn, what we've worked so hard for. And it's time to just call it a day. I want to focus on the PlayStation account. I want to give it a good 5 or 6 weeks before the new game comes out to see where we can get on the PlayStation account. And I couldn't do that properly if I had to keep coming back onto this account. You know, I have to come and play some FUT Champs games. I have to come and play the daily knockout tournament. I have to come and do the SBC. And I thought to myself, although I've built this team and it's taken me this long to build this team, and this is like the best team I've used, I have actually used it a lot. It's not like I haven't used it. I've played 150 games on average with most of these players. 149, 146, 136. Like, I've played the hell out of this team. I've played a full month of weekend league with these players, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I think Ramos might have a few more games actually. No, 144. Modric is probably up there as well. 101 games for Modric. Like, I've thoroughly enjoyed playing with this team, playing with these players, and working on this account. But as I said, I just think now is the time to draw it to a close. You know, who knows? Something drastic might change within EA, within FIFA in the next week or two that will make me come back onto this account. But right now, I have no desire to play FUT Champs. The FUT Champs rewards for February are the best of February. The best of February is nothing. I can't remember. I don't even think there was anything at all that was decent in February. Literally just the informs, right? I can't remember specifically. But the best of February was bad. So when we look at FUT Champs going forwards, when we look at the schedule, this weekend, the best of February rewards, I literally just don't care about the best of February rewards. Nothing I can pack. If I got to Elite, if I spent all those 40 games playing and got to Elite, nothing I could pack would be worth anything to me in terms of this series. And then for the DKT, I don't care about a team of the tournament player. This account has been cursed in terms of pack luck. I haven't been blessed. If every time I opened a pack, or if the majority of the time I opened a pack, I was getting like sick players constantly, I'd be like, yeah, let me do that. I'll go and get another sick player, sell him off, build up the account more. But it's just kind of pointless. And then the next weekend league is a best of March. And as we know for a fact, because EA said so, there are only 5 more weekend leagues left. So we're going to get the best of February, best of March, best of April, best of May, best of June. And that is it. So the next 5 weeks will be FUT Champs and then it'll be done. So then there'll be a 2 to 3 week period where there's no FUT Champs and no FIFA 18, and that's going to be where the game is really dead. So there's 5 weeks left basically, and I just want to give that my best shot on the PlayStation account. I want to do my best on that account to see what I can generate in that 5 weeks and whether or not it's going to be possible for me to do anything. I will be interested though to see what we need for the monthly rewards this month. So current month, so for Elite, 112 out of 200 games. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Elite 3 at 97 wins. That's really not bad. Gold 3 at 67 wins. I could quite easily get 67 wins on the PlayStation account. That might be where I'd be going for Gold 3. But with that being said, dudes, I want to show you the club. So I showed you the final team. Obviously, for those of you that have been with the series anyway, I really appreciate the support, you know. You guys have shown just unbelievable amounts of support on this series. The viewership has dropped off hugely because I think people, like, in my opinion, what people want to watch is progression. And right now, there's no progression. So what's the point of watching me play with the same team in FUT Champs to get rewards that don't improve the team so that the next week we can play with the same team in FUT Champs again? There's no point, you know. So, this is what the team looks like. Obviously, we had these lone legends that I anticipated using, but I just never got around to using. Van der Sar, 99 games. Modric, 101 games. Hazard, 146 games. And that is just a ridiculous record as well. I might come back on at one stage or another in the next 5 or 6 weeks just to get him to 100 goals, just because. Ramos, 144 games. Dries Mertens, 136 games. Hamsik there with 95 games. Lukaku with 149 games. Koulibaly with 96. Van Dam we literally just packed. Abate has only played like 20, 21 games. Schneider, Sarko and Bolo, nothing. De Gea, 410 games. De Gea was actually probably the second or third player that actually hit over 1,000 games for us. I just bought and sold him so many times. The first one that I sold had 300 and something games, and the second one that I sold had 200 and something games. So it's almost definite that I got over 1,000 games for De Gea. Then I've got some players that we just got in those packs, but nothing too much. And then after the golds, it's the specials that you guys want to see. And when we look at the other special cards in the account, a couple of informs that are just untradeable. Alex Hunter. I thought he was going to be a big part of our series, and he was in the first few weeks, but 66 goal contributions in 68 games was all he had. None of these SBC cards I've used. Literally don't think I've used all 799s, all fresh, never used them. And then we get up to the players that I did use a lot. Emre Can, a lot of games on Emre Can, 734. Hector Bellerin, 835 games on him. The greatest right back for me this year. Raheem Sterling, 619 games. He carried us to our first ever elite finish. Him and Heung-min Son, 84, were the two players in the team. This Heung-min Son right here, who was 83 rated at the time, they were the best two players that we had in the squad. And I thought that they were going to be guys that got to 1,000 games. Unfortunately, because of the way EA pushed Premier League so heavily this year, Those dudes never lasted just because of for Sterling, the reason why Sterling didn't last is because of the red Theo Walcott. When I packed him, it was good night for Sterling. 547 games for him. But for Son, the reason why he didn't last was because of the 91 Eden Hazard, hilariously. Kazawa got, what a waste he was, 39 games. Fernandinho, 334 games on him. Reed, 428 games on this Reed. And we also had the Inform Reed, the same version that we packed that was 300 plus games. Anthony Martial, this is a really weird one for me. Never played a lot with him. 114 games on the dude. A great card, just never ever fitted him in. And again, that's because I had that Eden Hazard card. Luke Shaw did get some games, 9 games, and Titi we just packed now. All of these 7s we just packed. Roberto Firmino was a big card for the team as well. 443 games on him. He was very, very influential in a certain period of time. We obviously had the red 83 Alonso for a long time, and then we moved on to the red 85 Alonso, 135 games on him. Casemiro, we just packed, and Yema, we just packed. Giovinco, again, was a big player for me at the start. His goals to game and assist to game ratio is terrible because he got used less and less in general and more as like a random super sub. When I was 6-0 up in the 60th minute, I'd be like, okay, let's give Giovinco a little run out. But at the start of the game, he was one of the best players in the game just because of how good his stats were. Nainggolan was massive for this team, 448 games on him. Seamus Coleman as well, 313 games on him. Dele Alli was big for the team as well, 455 games on him. Butland we played a couple of games with, just 9 games with. Ashley Cole I don't believe we played with, no. Willian we just packed. Lacazette, much like Giovinco, was so influential to this account at the start of the year. 376 games, 164 goals, 110 assists, a brilliant card. These dudes didn't get used. Sanson we used for literally 4 games. Ravet for four games as well there for Ravet. Smalling, maybe like 10 games, 25 games on Chris Smalling. So bad. Damjanovic and Ninkovic here. Neither of these dudes used. I packed them both in those untradeable like SBC packs and stuff. Salah we just packed. I don't already have a Salah anyway. Did I? I think I had or have a better version of Salah, or had him and sold him because I didn't like him. El Shaarawy is another one we didn't really use much. Great card, but 114 games only, never fit for us. Fernandez did alright for us, 147 games for a free card. Bauman we never used. Biglia we never used. Kolasinac we just packed. Kane we just packed. Costa was massive for this team. People laughed at me so much for using him at centre mid. I loved him at centre mid, man. 654 games on the big man. 89 Son, 105 games, one of the best goal returns from him. Keane played a lot of games as well, 101 games. Callejon, great return from him as well, and usually used as an impact sub. Pereira, we have never used. The 90 Player of the Month, Premier League Player of the Month, Lukaku, big card. Look at that, 487 goal contributions in 433 games. One of the best goal returns for me from a player that played that many games for sure. Heung-min Son 90 rated, another one with a lot there, 268 goal contributions from 243 games. Marquinhos we played a few games with, 26 there, and Dendoncker 141 games, but we had already used him plenty before. It's only when we packed him did we start using obviously the untradeable pack pulled one. Carvajal got a fair few games in for him, 23 there. Oh, there you go, I have got the red 90 Salah, 34 games for him. So I have the red 90 Salah and the red 87 Salah. Not interested. 91 Hazard. This was the card of the campaign. He was the card that was in every team or on every bench. 1,335 games, 701 goals, 477 assists. Probably the most fun player I've used on FIFA this year for sure. Torres didn't really play that many games for us, 247. Given how good his card was, he just didn't get enough game time. Stindl, one of my favourite midfielders this year, 180 games on him. Azpilicueta, loved him too, 43 games on him. Ibra, much like Lukaku and Hazard, was massively influential to us, 453 games, 257 goals and 160 assists. Not the greatest goal-to-game ratio return, which is why I swapped him out for Lukaku eventually. Lewandowski we didn't even use. Marcelo we used a lot. This Eriksen I loved. This Eriksen card is great. I used his team of the season as well, like his regular one. I love that. Suarez, another one that was big for the club, 436 games for him. Most of those as a sub. I'd venture as far as saying 300 of those as a sub. Hummel's got a lot of games for me. A lot of those as a sub, 115. Oblak started getting into the team, 46 games. Icardi, very much fun. 31 games, 24 goals, 11 assists. Alonso, not too many games, 17. Lampard, just 8 games. Gerrard, just 8 games. Lahm, 19 games. Isco, 178 games. This is the highest rated pack pool player we have on this account. Isco came out of a pack, untradeable, and we played 178 games with him. And that is all of it for the special cards, guys. I've showed you everyone. You know, Modric, obviously a great. Eden Hazard, the 98 Eden Hazard, the best card we've had on the account for sure. It's sad to see it go. It's sad to not use it. It came earlier than I thought it would have came. But I just feel like there's just nothing to do anymore. I feel like in terms of a road to glory, we have achieved glory. It has been done. The only thing we didn't do on this account this year that I will try so hard to rectify next year is hit top 100 weekly or monthly just once. Next year I'm going to bust my gut even more. I'm going to work even harder so that we can also check that box. But this guy is not only going to be the end of the video, this is going to be the end of the series. If you guys have enjoyed this series, smash a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.